Hi besties, you're welcome and welcome back to my channel. It's Reality Pearl here. Of course, you know I'm bringing in the Real Housewives of Abuja Part 2 reunion. If you're just seeing my channel for the first time, thank you so much for joining me. On this channel, I make reviews of my favorite reality TV shows with a lot of loud laughter, a lot of positivity, and a little bit of shade. So if this sounds like the kind of content that you love, don't forget to please subscribe, like, and drop a comment below. First of all, okay, why is Jaruma still here? She has had her time. I don't get it. Okay, you guys are using her for her clout. She has clout. We can't deny that. And that's what these guys are using her for, because I don't see any reason why she's still here. I've watched hundreds of Real Housewives reunions at this point, okay? And I know for sure that friends of the show, once they are done discussing their part of the show, they leave, done and dusted. That's what differentiates you from the full housewife. I like that she's there, but also I'm wondering, like, why the exception? Like, you understand what I mean? Now, let's move forward, okay? Aka asked her what she thought about Sam and Tutu. From what Aka said, she actually went online to defend Sam's character after that episode aired. She went online to say, oh, she knows Sam and Sam is not that kind of person. So Aka was like, what do you think now? Jaruma said she now thinks that Tutu is being honest. She said, I was looking at her eyes when she was saying it, and I can't see any lies in her eyes. Lie detector machine. I mean, she can see it in her eyes that she's not lying. However, she said it, but that's what she said. Jaruma was like, and also Arafa had said that Sam went out with Tutu again after this whole thing happened between both of them. She was not asking Sam, why would you even go out with her? Like, you're a married woman. Me, I did not get that part. Sam was like, she told a long story, boy, this is just a summary of it. Tutu lured her. She said Tutu begged her, and even when she was like very reluctant to go, Tutu was like, don't you want to see OJ? OJ will be there. When she finally got there, OJ was not there, and she was like, let her leave. Tutu was like, no, now please stay. While she was saying this, I saw Arafa doing something. What was that? Did Arafa just mouth Sam is lying? I know what I saw. I'm just going to insert it here. Oh my God, not again. I don't know how many times Tutu walked out during this reunion. Maybe 3 times. I think the day that they shot this reunion was her birthday. She was like, I'm going. It's my birthday. Let me go and pray. I actually thought she was joking. But it was actually her birthday, and Aka asked Princess if she felt ambushed, if she felt like it was a setup when she walked into Arafa's home. Princess said, yeah, absolutely. She did feel like they set her up, because both of them were like almost ganged up against her. It was like 2 against 1, even though I think that 2 against 1 being Princess, yeah, it's not just 1, okay? Arafa said Princess came to her house. Arafa greeted her. She said hi, and then she went on to say, oh, you have to remove your shoes, because she said her house is a no-shoe policy house. Good. I can remember that episode really very well. It felt like Princess was a bit pissed that she needed to remove her shoes or something. So she was like, greet me now. You understand that kind of reaction? Arafa said, but I just said hi to you. Which one is greet me now? I mean, that aggression was really unnecessary. Princess still didn't understand what she did wrong. Okay, this is so funny at this point. Even Aka had to ask her, were you not embarrassed? She said, embarrassed for what? Like, why would I be embarrassed? Like, all the while she was the one standing over me, shouting, spitting all over me. I was just sitting pretty. If anyone should be embarrassed, it should be Arafa. Listen. Let me not say listen. I don't care how right I am, okay? When someone, my host especially, tells me that my presence is no longer welcome, hell, let me just sense that my presence is no longer needed. That's my cue to leave, okay? Why would I stay back? Why? Like, when someone is yelling on my head, leave, get the hell out of my house, and I'm still sitting down because of what dignity? Staying back and sitting pretty, according to her, was poor judgment, in my own opinion, okay? Ciao. Princess was still coming for that security man. She kept saying, he's just a megad. He's a gate man. He's a hungry gate man. I'm sure he has not even eaten for days. Oh my God. Slim guys have suffered in this world. Chai! Meanwhile, at every point, every time they discuss something, Tutu will try to add another point to, whatever list that she has to justify the insults that she hurled at Comfort. Trying to say, when this happened and Princess came back to me, with that anger and everything, another accumulated reason why I went off. Girl, I'm not even paying attention to any of those reasons right now. When we get to that point, we'll talk about it, okay? Okay, Aka asked OJ if she thought Princess overreacted. Of course, OJ was going to say yes now. Like, for someone like OJ, Princess will always be overreacting. You understand what I mean? OJ said yes, of course. Like, Princess was too much. She did too much. I mean, and she went on to say that's the problem about the training. She overstepped. I don't have a problem with her saying Princess was too much, Princess overreacts. That's good, that's fine, and that's true, okay? But saying that's the problem about the training, and you know what? Princess was not going to let that slide. Princess said, no, 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 that's not what you're going to do, okay? Don't you ever bring my mom into this. She started talking about the IG posts that OJ tagged her mom, and she said, don't ever call my mom out of her name. Don't ever fair stable, okay? First of all, OJ didn't call Princess's mom out of her name. That's just the first thing I have to put out there. She didn't do that. What she did was she tagged Princess's mom and she said she had a lot of respect for her mom, and that's why she was not going to go all out on Princess. Even though I think that was uncalled for, it wasn't an insult. No, it wasn't. If you have a different opinion, just let me know in the comment section. Don't come at me, okay? OJ referring to Princess's training is actually referring to her mom directly. That was done in Portis. Yeah, she shouldn't have said that. Especially because she keeps saying she has a lot of respect for Princess's mom. She loves her mom and whatnot. Then even if you really think that, you shouldn't have said it out loud, because it's contradicting. We'll move forward. We'll move forward. We'll leave Princess and OJ for a little while. Princess mentioned that Arafa's people were trolling her. She said her cousins, her fan page. I don't know. What was Arafa supposed to do at that point? She felt Arafa was the one behind those posts. Didn't really get what she was trying to say at that point. Moving forward, this next part I'm interested in. Aka asked OJ what she thought of Arafa saying her diamonds were fake. OJ said she was really hurt, especially by Arafa's own. Like every other person said it. She was like, most people don't know what I do. I manufacture my own stuff, and most of our clients are like high profile people, like first ladies, etc., etc. Yeah, I get it. Like she moves with like the high and mighty, those politicians, especially their wives. Jarama said she couldn't believe the ladies reacted like that. She said, 26K is small now. It's small money. Chicken change. Jaruma, okay, girl. Jaruma said she doesn't want to say a lot of things because OJ is a very private person. Tutu finally said that she actually got to talk to someone. She said OJ sold original Rolex to the guy or to someone that he knows, something like that. I think the person told Tutu that OJ does sell authentic stuff, She kind of apologized. I don't know what that meant. Yeah, so on behalf of Tutu, baby girl, Minister of Happiness, you already know. OJ Posharella, girl, we are really sorry. Tutu was like, she was basically just repeating the gossip she heard about OJ, and she repeated them like as if she was an authority. And yeah, I know that she kept saying word on the street. Tutu was talking as though she heard this from a very reliable source. And guess what? One of our reliable sources will deny her, okay? Arafa, we'll get to that, okay? She said some of the things she said because what she believed OJ said. She was saying those things to like hurt OJ back. Doesn't mean that sometimes she makes up these things, because she also said the same thing to Sam, and she was like, I said it because you said this and that's about me. What the hell? It's the same childishness and pettiness that we saw in Tutu, all through the season, that she's still, exhibiting, and she owns it, that's the thing. It means she's never going to change. It's a pity, Sha. Tutu said Arafa told her that Comfort was bringing a pastor to do deliverance for Tutu. Trust me, this pastor and deliverance part, I was not really interested in it. And I also don't get why Tutu brought this up. Again, I feel like she's just trying to justify her childishness on the show. She also brought up the rent thing, and she was like, Arafa told her. Arafa said she never said Comfort was going to get a pastor to do deliverance. Comfort said she also never said she was going to do that. Arafa also said OJ. She didn't put OJ out. Like, she didn't chase OJ out of her house. Even though she alluded that it wasn't a very straightforward process. She said OJ even had to involve some family members and whatnot. So it wasn't as simple as, her rent expired and she packed her things and left. No, it wasn't that simple. Jeremiah was like, I don't even understand why these ladies are bickering about, whether OJ has a house or she doesn't have a house. She was like, do you know that OJ dated Abuja for 10 years? Yeah, she said it by herself. I'm like, what? I'd never heard that in this show. It might be somewhere, it might be in the gossip columns or whatnot. I don't read those things. I never heard OJ say I dated somebody called Abuja. I don't even know who the guy is, but that name sounds elite, okay? That name sounds like money. That name sounds like fresh minted money, as in money in Swedish bank. Miss Ma'am, you just outed your friend. my God. Moving forward, Sam had a time to confront Tutu about Tutu saying that she was chasing her men. She said, the things you said you heard on the streets, who told them to you? Is it the crew or the castmates? Sam was like, Tutu said what she said out of hate. That's fair enough, okay? Because yeah, so I mean, you can't like someone and be saying that kind of thing about them. When Tutu flared up, she was like, she was going to pull up somebody's contact to out Sam. She was like, don't even annoy me. Let me even call this guy. I was like, okay, we don't want the receipt. I said it before. We don't want that receipt right now. Hold it. Whatever it is that you think you have against Sam, please hold it. I'm mentioning that because they are married, they think they can say anything about her. She's not. Girl, bye. And then she walked out again. Aka asked Comfort if she was still friends with Arafa. She said no, but she's friends with her husband and that they don't have any relationship for now. Aka said, wow, we all saw that relationship. We all loved their friendship and we felt like it was for real. We were really hoping that, something good would come out. We are really hoping that something good would come out of this show, and that would have been this friendship. But even this friendship sank. I mean, I've forgotten how he said it, but that was kind of how he said it, Comfort was like, well, boundaries were made, and she had to respect them. She was like, friendship is not by force. And at that point, Arafa probably felt like she wasn't giving what she wanted her to give. So she had to take a step back. And that's fine, And why would she want to stick around with someone that has said it over and over again? This lady is not my friend. This lady is my friend. So yeah. And then Comfort said that they're not friends now does not mean that they will not be friends later, something like that in the future. When Arafa was asked, Arafa admitted that she messed up. She said Comfort has actually been there, since her wedding. Comfort was on her train as her husband's friend. And I'm surprised that they still maintain the fact that they are not friends. I mean, that's like the height of self-awareness. People, especially us Nigerians, we usually throw the word friends around. No, these two people have known themselves for at least 19 years and they are still comfortable enough to say, this person is not my friend. Okay, this person is my husband's friend, but not my friend. Coming back to what Arafa was saying, Arafa was like, Comfort is basically family to her and that, she really allowed the twins to get in her ears and they messed up the friendship for them, according to what Arafa said. I feel like Arafa reacted too quickly. She didn't take time to simmer down, so she wasn't seeing Comfort's part of the story. Well, it's good that now that she has come back to her senses, she recognizes her fault because Arafa never really apologized to Comfort all through that show, yeah. Or maybe she did, we didn't get to see that. But right now she actually apologized to Comfort. So yeah, that's good. Also, Aka asked Comfort if there was going to be any chance of Tutu and her coming back to, trying whatever kind of relationship that they were trying to have, And Comfort said, yeah, she was open to that. Tutu, on her part, she said she regretted the way she handled the whole thing. The fact that she didn't talk to Comfort directly. I hope that maybe this will help her understand better the kind of person she is because the way she handled that whole Comfort situation, it wasn't it at all. A tweet said, if OJ is a virgin, then I'm a millionaire in dollars. Oh my God, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to laugh. Aka asked Arafa her thoughts. Arafa said no comments. She said, I plead the fifth. Oh my God. All right. That's fine. No. I'm not even trying to make jokes here, right? It was just a little bit funny. But was like, she knows it's hard to believe, but yes, she's a 40-year-old virgin and that's her life. That's her story. She should own it. And I like that she's owning it. Okay. If she was in a 10-year relationship with that man and still she kept herself, damn, she's one hell of a woman. Moving forward, they talked about the rant on Instagram by OJ and Princess and Tutu. I did a whole separate video on that, so I'm not really going to delve into that. OJ said she was surprised when she heard that Princess's mom was angry about that post. She felt insulted. I really wanted to hear what OJ had to say about Tutu's posts. In the post, Tutu was saying, oh, OJ can't even feed herself. She's broke. The hotel that they kept her in during the show, she couldn't even upgrade, stuff like that. She said she had to take OJ to a place where she would eat and even gave her take-home packs, OJ said when they were about to leave that place, Tutu handed her those food packs to hold for her. And then Tutu took a picture of it. And OJ was still talking when Aka told her, oh, that's fine, that's okay, let them, they have to stop for now. When she was saying that, Tutu was like, what was she expecting her to say? That she didn't have anything to come at her with, something like that. So she was just reaching with all of that. Tutu, geez, how about now? Like, how low can you go? How low is low at this point? The reunion ended here, okay? Didn't like that Aka cut off OJ like that. The reunion ended right here, okay? With the ladies telling us, what they have going on for them. These are my thoughts. I was going to say the amount of editing. I mean, I know that they have to edit cuts, a lot of things and join a lot of things, but it was just too obvious for me. It was too obvious. And this is coming from someone that I don't like to involve myself in technical things. I just want to watch a show and be happy and laugh. For me to have noticed this, nah, it was just too much. It was too obvious. That's one thing I would just want to talk about. I mean, that's just one thing I want to. Every other thing, like the things I like about the show and the things I don't like about the show, I think I've said it a lot of times. If you've been watching my Real Housewives of Abuja series, you would know by now, again, also because I don't want this video to be long. So I'm not going to go into that. Instead, let's talk about the fashion. Let's get into it because it's the reunion, honey. I don't understand what OJ is wearing. It looks very stuffy. Is that leather and lace? What? These shows have stylists, right? Who styled them? I didn't get OJ's dress at all. And then that thing, that applique, whatever it is behind her back, the wing stuff. What was that? Design-wise, style-wise, functionality. What was the reason? They need to be practical about this thing. Speaking of practical, I hope Princess Hand was not paining her too much at the end of this reunion because she kept holding down that, thing. So, I don't know if she was doing it so that she would be seen clearly or so that she would see clearly. Apart from that, her dress was fine. It was really fine. It was one of my best, okay? Apart from Arafas, right? Others like Samantha, Jaruma, yeah, they came through. Comfort, I'm not sure I really like what she was wearing, but it was okay. Even though I think that she should have done better, but that's fine. The one I don't understand is Tutu. Her dress was so short and tacky. The lining inside was at some point even going up. You could see her bum. It looked cheap. It would have been a very simple, classic gown if it was longer. But this one, nah, nehi, mba. I think the reunion set channeled a part of Arafat's house. I don't know if it was the lighting or like those home decor stuff there. There was a part of Arafat's house that looked just like that. At least that's what I would like to think, okay? I would like to think that some thought was put into that as well, but but I don't know, okay? But yeah, that's it for now. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to drop a comment and let me know what you think, guys. Don't forget to subscribe and like this video and stay tuned for more videos like this, okay? See you soon, guys. I love you.